The sci-fi concept itself is on its face kind of interesting. Characters that are thrown into a world that's totally upside down. That first Planet of the Apes movie was like, what? Apes acting like humans? But any good sci-fi always has at its heart ideas behind it, or it's asking questions, or it's looking at kind of issues in the society around it, right? That first movie in particular, it's like it was having a conversation with people about today in this fantasy world. And so by doing this kind of weird upside down thing, you're almost able to kind of directly address whatever the topic is without a lot of distraction. Where it's like there's something about it that allows you to kind of like judge yourself in a weird way, because they're apes and not humans. It's just an enticing idea, an enticing setup. But the movies that always work are the ones where there's real emotion and real story and character kind of at its heart and root. That's talking about ideas here. I think it's Truffaut that said, the great movies are ones that blend perfectly spectacle and truth. And these movies do that, especially the previous three, right? That we were just talking about, like so Dawn in particular, where they feel like honestly, genuinely, authentically good stories and good characters and good movies, good films. But there's also, and the same thing, this works the same way for the 68 version, the spectacle of the top tier, cutting edge, technical aspects of it all is also an element of this stuff, right? So in the 68 version, it's like, wow, look at the makeup. That's the best makeup I've ever seen. Even in Tim Burton's movie, I think some of that stuff with Tim Roth, some of the best makeup you've ever seen. It was fantastic. I enjoyed it for that alone. And then of course now with the latest reboot, it's like you're looking at some CG that's just like mind blowing. Yeah, I always say that these Planet of the Apes movies, they're kind of one of the last kind of thinking person's blockbuster. And there's an element of that to these movies that hopefully we follow on in the great tradition.